Robinson Crusoe is one of the most famous books of all time. Some literary scholars even call it the first English novel. The story follows a shipwrecked sailor who washes up on a tropical island off the coast of Venezuela and tries to survive there. However, some historians claim that the book is based on the true survival story of the Scottish officer Alexander Selkirk. But how did a Scotsman end up stranded on an island on the other side of the world in the 18th century? Alexander Selkirk was a know-it-all teenager who wreaked havoc in his native village of Lower Largo. So, as teenagers often do, he ran away from home. In 1695, at the age of 19, he began his career as a buccaneer. Buccaneer? What is that? Buccaneers were essentially legal pirates with more money. The British used these legal pirates to harass Spanish colonies and ships. This allowed them to indirectly attack their economic competitors. Selkirk continued to be outspoken, and in 1704, this came back to haunt him. After a fierce battle with a French warship, the buccaneers were moored at Mesa Tierra, an island 600 kilometers from Chile. This is where the conflict between Selkirk and his captain began. According to Selkirk, the ship was too badly damaged to continue sailing safely. The captain told Selkirk not to make such a fuss. And then the Scotsman uttered the legendary words, "I would rather stay behind on this island than board this damaged ship." Well, Selkirk got his way and received the following items from his captain: a firearm, an axe, a knife, a cooking pot, a Bible, some sleeping gear, and his clothes. Countless videos could be made about Selkirk's adventures on the island. The Scotsman was mainly lonely, but at the same time, this secluded existence brought him a certain peace. Because years later he said, "I am now worth 800 pounds, but shall never be as happy as when I was not worth a farthing." Selkirk enjoyed his happy life for 4 years, until 1709, when the ship Duke picked up the Scotsman from the island. 2 crew members of the Duke, Edward Cook and Woodes Rogers, wrote about Selkirk's adventure in the travelogues. And eventually, this became the basis for the book Robinson Crusoe, written in 1719. But he who loves last, loves best, because the ship that Selkirk had left behind in Mesa Tierra later ran aground itself near Colombia. Only 7 people survived the shipwreck. So, perhaps Selkirk was right after all.